Hello, and welcome back, everyone, to another episode here on the Boredom server, which this could very well be one of the final episodes here on this season. It has been one great season, honestly. It really has. The more that I look around this base, the more... I don't know, like, I would say more proud, but that doesn't sound grammatically correct, does it? I'm just happy with how this base turned out overall. There's a lot that went into it and a lot of like not planning, but in the end it turned out pretty good. But we're not quite done yet. Okay? Today we finish up some of the last projects that we need to get done. So one of the first things that I want to do is I want to get this beacon dealt with, okay? We have that beacon right there. That beacon is already set in stone, and I like where it's at. This beacon, though, I think I want to have moved down there to that corner, and then we'll have another one that's going to be kind of like right there. I think it'll be kind of like a searchlight kind of feel, and I think it'll make sense in those locations, and it should provide a decent amount of coverage for like healing and whatnot. So I want to make that be a thing. But I need to make something else a thing and take something away. It's not something that I made. Oh no. That evil Dr. Chickenhead will never stop. So let's go ahead and head downstairs. And let's go ahead and read the note that he left for us, shall we? Because with every good prank, you have to make sure that you leave a note. Hello, little bunny. Hello. And what I want to do is I want to come over here. And he said there's an effect that he didn't plan on having be a thing. But I think this is what he's talking about. Like, that chicken face is just peering right down my aisle. That's pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. I like that a lot. But if we come over here to this chest, project completion. So I think this is the grand finale of the whole story of the evil Dr. Chickenhead. Maybe he'll come back next season. Who knows? Bearman, I am happy to inform you that your installation has been completed. It will be best viewed at night time, but looks fantastic any time of day. It is a very advanced and expensive piece and is equipped with a daylight sensor. Which brings me to the matter at hand, your bill. On the following page, I have made a list and totaled all the expenses for the piece. Payment is due within a month or the project's completion. You may contact our financial team with any questions. Now, if I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, okay, it's got some redstone lamps, it's got some glass, it's got some stone. Okay, it shouldn't be that expensive, right? But no! Here we go. All numbers are listed in stacks of diamond blocks. The planning was 287.5 stacks of diamond blocks. The materials alone were 1,204. Labor was 703.75. Land clearing, which, hang on a second, I see no land clearing out there. Maybe there was. We'll go take a up close look here in a second. But if we keep on going, we've got hazard pay catering, which I didn't receive any food, and other miscellaneous stuff. Well, actually, scratch that. The catering could be the chickens that they killed. So basically, what I am learning from that is that we need to just go ahead and uninstall this thing. For two reasons. One, the costs are absolutely ridiculous, and I refuse to pay them. Evil Dr. Chickenhead, I will not do that whatsoever. But number two is that this is actually in a spot, actually kind of close to a spot of not a potential, but a build right there that I want to do, and I want to have it visible from the actual base. And I'll explain what that build's going to be here in a second. But if we take a look on the inside, we do have quite a bit of redstone going on in here. So, a lot of redstone lamps, blah, blah, blah. Oh, sugar beets. But basically, yeah, the whole thing is actually working. So, oh, nice timing. It is actually becoming nighttime. So, if we just try and buy a little bit of time, it'll soon be night, so that way you guys can see what it looks like in its full glory. Well, something I want to take a look at really quick is this tree. That doesn't make any sense. Did this like grow inside the clay? I think it did. Okay, I don't want to miss the lighting up. I think we already did. Yeah, I think we already did. But yeah, so it does illuminate, even though some of it is glitching. If we go closer, it might stop, or else I might have to do a block refresh, which I think I'm going to have to do the latter. So if I just do something like that. Wait, is it on? Let me see. Redstone lamp. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now it turned on. All right, let's go take a look at it from far away. I need a little bit of a decent jump. Let's see. I have to get it from like over here, so that way we can fly back up to the main base, and that'll do. Ow. I promise you I'm an expert pilot. But yeah, so that's what it looks like when it's all lit up. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to tear it down and go ahead and re-deliver the stuff over at the Evil Dr. Chicken's Head's base, which I believe that sign kind of already exists. I believe it's like over here. Because I believe it was like aimed towards my base. Yeah, there it is. That's the one. So I'll have a chest placed right there, with a return of all the items. Because you want to know something? Maybe I owe him for the other costs, but I'm not going to owe him for the materials cost at the very least. And believe me, I'm not going to pay the debt. Mostly because I can't. So, anyways, that is going to be the plan for today. I'm going to go ahead and move the beacons. We're going to go ahead and... Oh, wait a minute. Did I explain what's going on? I don't think I explained what's going on in this over here. Nice landing platform, at least. I don't see any land clearing. Over here on the tip, though, okay? If I didn't explain this, I don't think I did. I want to put my lighthouse that I build with every single one of my bases. It's kind of a trademark, and I don't want this one to be an exception. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go and have the Bioshock Lighthouse build be right here on the tip. And then pretty much that's going to be a base completion. The only thing that I might try and do, maybe, is add like a tunnel or something so that way it's kind of connected. But that would be a lot for just a tunnel that would never ever get used. Because originally I would have my spawn point saved in it, but I'm definitely more in love with having the spawn point be all the way over here in the tank. Which if you did not see, the tank, and then my bed is located right there. Which I think is probably the most appropriate spot to have a spawn point in a military base. So, I think that's going to be what we're going to do with today's episode. The other thing that I want to do, which I'll probably just do off camera, is I'm going to have another tunnel. That's going to be the last little bit of the tunnel connecting to this underwater piece right here. So what it's going to do is if we go into the Guardian farm here, great. We'll drop down the ladder. Great. If we go ahead and take a left here, the tunnel is completely uncompleted. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually wall this off, take it over here, and then if we look, it's literally right there. This is where the water is. So it's really close to the mob spawner, but I'm just going to take the tunnel, have it come over here, have it cross back over, and then boom, it'll be connected in. So basically, that's going to be the majority of the area connected by tunnels. We got 2 of the hangars, 3 of the hangars if you include the tank hangar, as well as the watchtower, all connected underneath, and I think that that's going to be pretty much all that we really need. Ooh, hello, Iron Golem heads. I love seeing your faces. Let's go. Which I don't think... If there's any more episodes, it would basically be a quest for any more of these that I would want to try and obtain. So we'll just have to wait and see if there's anything else I can think of that I really truly want to try and complete the head collection. But I think for the most part we have it pretty much done. I think there's just a couple more horses that we could try and get. So we may try that. We still have some spawners that we can still play around with. But for right now, I think that is going to be the plan for today's episode. So I'm going to do a couple different time lapses. I think this is going to be a pretty fun episode. It's going to be a little bit better than the last one where it was just pure talking. So let's go ahead and get down to business. And with that, it is done. Now, in the process of building that, I actually had two things go wrong that I didn't really realize. And they were both the same thing. On this side of the build, I ended up having these black things off by one. So this one was actually on this column, and then this back one over here did the same exact thing it was on this one. So luckily, as I was going around, I was like, yeah, that something doesn't seem right here. So we went ahead and got those fixed up to the correct positions. And I went ahead and added in the lights, so they are working functionally. And to be quite honest, it's done. It is done. I'm not going to make this thing into a functional item at all. It's just going to be a landmark, kind of signifying, hey, this is BoredomNation's base, as the Lighthouse usually does. So there's actually going to be no function to it. I mean, as you can see, it's pretty far out here. We're only getting about a quarter of the main UFO over there just from being out here. So if we go ahead and fly back, as you'll see, we can land here, and we see a good chunk of it, but it's starting to unload right behind it. So unfortunately, if we go just a little bit more this way, yeah, it starts to go away. So right here at the watchtower, that's just about where we lose it. Which is not that great, unfortunately. But it is what I wanted to have. The tip out there was exactly what I wanted. And I think it turned out alright. I'm pretty happy with it. We're not going to have a tunnel go to it or anything like that. But we do have just one little piece to do to wrap out this episode. And that is, of course, just wrapping up and making the last little tunnel down here, which I'm just going to go and do off camera. It's not going to be anything too grand. I don't think it's going to be anything woo to cover. So I'm just going to go and do it off camera, and we'll be right back. Alright, so it is done. And I think the approach I want to go with for showing it is going to be going through storage. Actually, no, let's go through storage. I don't even know what the hell that noise was. Let's go and close the gate. Go through here. And we'll kind of approach it from 3 different angles, okay, so that way we can kind of see how it feels. So, the first angle is going to be from this one, where we come over here, tunnel is closed off, we have another portal on the right, and then if we come around here, we got to make a whoosh, and then we have a ladder going up right into the potion making room, which is awesome. So if we ever wanted to go back down, all we have to do is go down, go back over, and we are in. the base. Or the third and final route that I want to take is like just saying that we came out of here, or we came through another portal, coming right down through here, and then you're right here into a crossroads. Which I do like that this is a little bit windy like this, where you kind of have like a turn, and turn. Wait, turn. Because it kind of helps to make it feel a little bit more elaborate than it actually is. Because in order to get from over there to the, in order to get from the drop down to the squid farm, it'd be, oh, hello, ow, you guys hurt. It would be one turn. Wait, is that one? Yeah, it's one turn, 2 turns, 3 turns, and then a 4th turn to get off of anything in this corridor. So that is awesome. And I am very, very happy with how that turned out, honestly. So but like I was talking about earlier, if you come even all the way out to here, can't see the lighthouse at all. And even if we were to update the map would not show the lighthouse either. And that got screwed up. There we go. So yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Oh god, a lot of these got screwed up. This is why we can't have nice things. That one goes that way. Joe's is fine. Daniel's is fine. But yeah, I think it turned out to be a pretty nice, solid addition. So as I'm looking around, though, I still need to fix that tunnel. And still, the squid farm needs a little bit more work on the bottom. But honestly, there just isn't much left. I'm not going to do the beacons in this episode. I'm going to save the beacons for the next episode. Just like that tunnel, I think if we do anything, it'd probably just be a maintenance episode. Like going around the base, seeing what little things need fixed. Like there's some random cobble and some netherrack and some wool. That needs to be taken care of. That tree can be taken down and burned to death and stuff like that. There's just a bunch of little things around here that can be taken care of. Like I think there might be a random block. Right. Nope. Okay, I did get rid of that one. But there's just a bunch of little things I could get rid of. So we'll see. Just like that chest, I could get rid of that chest. We'll just have to see what's coming up for the next episode. I gotta think. Because the base is pretty much done. I'm very, very happy with how it turned out. And I don't want to add too much to the point of where it gets cluttered. Or it just kind of takes away from the overall feel. So we'll just have to see what I can come up with. Because so long as we do not have the future snapshots coming out yet, and we're still postponing for the launch of Season 8, we're pretty much, I can keep on working on here. Which is kind of cool, but at the same time, I'm excited for the next season. And also, you might have seen this earlier, there is a lever here. And this lever activates over here. And what this is supposed to be is, you're supposed to be like, oh, look at the base, blah, blah, blah. This is supposed to be like a little homage, so that way you can kind of see the underground that used to be the original base. Of how it was all underground, how this was the original ground, how there were some random pillars, how this was a village with some villager houses and stuff like that. Very, very torn apart now. But I thought it would be kind of a cool homage to what it once was. So basically we can come right back out up here, go ahead and close the hatch, and you never know that's there. But if you see it, you can flip it, kind of see what the base was about. I'm very, very interested in always including little Easter eggs like that throughout my bases. Maybe you found some in the past on some of the past maps. But yeah, that is going to do it for this episode, though, you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I thought that this was a pretty good episode. And I'm sure once Season 8 comes around, I'm going to be working really hard to try and get those episodes looking really, really nice. Because right now, there's not really much I can really do creatively, where with a fresh slate like Season 8, it's not going to be that hard to spice things up. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys back here in the next episode.